You know, I think Manchester United fans are just totally fed up now, and it's just another embarrassing weekend. European football is, you know, Champions League football is what they want, and that's been that's gone a long, long time ago. And now I think most people just want this season out the way. If you're a Manchester United fan, Ten Hag, get the new manager in, see if he can weave some magic, because that's what it's going to require. It's going to require the most incredible job to go from where they are so low to get anywhere challenging to any of these top teams nowadays. Manchester United have fallen miles off the pace. Still got some good players. They can still, you know, get back up a little bit, but it's going to take a fair bit of time to get where they believe that they belong.
But however, as good as you think you are, if you're not willing to do the basics in the game, and this is going straight back to the pen and paper, if you don't run around and work hard and make tackles and defend and do your job, no way can you implement your own skill. If you don't do the basics, Kelly, you've got no chance at all.
Yeah, it's strange to see it, because I remember playing against the top Man United teams. I mean, Mo played in some of the top teams that went on to win titles, and when I listen to ex-Man United players talk about characters and application and giving everything for Man United and working hard for the badge, first and foremost, you know, the football takes care of itself. It's just hard to watch these group of players approach games in this way. I mean, you can lose football matches, of course, but to lose in that way, when you expect them to go to Brighton and compete, to lose in that way and you see the goals, people not tackling, not going with runners, you know, no contact in the box, it's hard to see. And I think what sort of like summed up the whole afternoon was the clip of Ronaldo, sort of like smiling to him or laughing to himself. He was obviously in disbelief. He couldn't believe what was happening. But it's been a terrible season for them. Terrible.
Yeah, they've got some good players. They haven't got any great players, but they've got good players. But they're a country mile away from the two teams that they need to catch, which is City and Liverpool. I would look at, I think, as a football person, looking at that Man United team, the guy that's in charge of them now, they don't listen to him. For me, you know, when I see someone speaking management, I always imagine, I don't know if you ever do this, I always imagine me back in the dressing room as a 22, 23-year-old, and that guy speaking to me. He ain't going to get me at it. This guy ain't, Fergie would get me at it. He would not get me at it. And I think those Man United players have stopped listening a long, long time ago.
They were shambolic, they were an embarrassment, Manchester United. And if Ralph Rangnick hasn't already, he should get his players in tomorrow and show them the performance from Brighton, because this is what committed footballers do to their club, to their teammates, to their fans, to their managers. They work hard, they're prepared to put a shift in, they're organised, they're committed.
Should be a given, shouldn't it?
It should be a given. Not in that Man United team, it's not, but it is in Brighton, which is why they get the success they do, because they're all willing to work for each other, go after the ball together. When one goes, they back each other up. If he doesn't win it, his teammate's there to help him out. That's what teams do. That's what teams should do. That's what good players do. Man United aren't doing any of this at all. You should watch this, because these Brighton players today showed what it means to play for their club in front of their fans, and they didn't let them down at all. They were magnificent. Some of the football that they played was fantastic. They won every single tackle, they won every single battle up against their individual performance.
United players look a bit lost to me.
They're totally lost. But
yeah.
That's what I was saying about organisation. Yes, they were lost, but what are they doing on the training ground? I've said it before. You have to work at things. You can tell this is what Brighton did. And as I mentioned, some of the football, the give, the go, running off the ball, prepared to run into space. I mean, this would have been one of the goals of the season, the way they win that ball.